And Geelong, the club with the most awesome forward setup in the competition, displayed its full repertoire against Adelaide at Kardinia Park. The Cats continued on from last week's form against the Bears to boot 10 goals in the first term, and for the second time in a week, they topped the 200 points barrier. Drew Morfitt reports.
After breaking the record scored last week, Geelong started where they left off against the Bears. 10 goals coming in the first quarter. Forsman celebrated his state selection, feeding the potent forward line.
Spears a beautiful pass into Brownless.
But John Klug scored one of the best goals of the term from outside 50 metres into the breeze.
Great goal. It cleared the line. It's a goal.
Ablett fought with teammate Brownless for the feast that was Geelong's. The champ kicked 4 goals in the first quarter.
Oh, it's a great goal.
The Crows managed 4 with the win, 1 after a big Rod Jamison mark. But by half-time, the Cats had 17, ahead of last week's pace. Brownless had 3 of them. With Big Billy marking superbly and the on-ballers dominating, Geelong added 8 more to be 13 points ahead of last week's record at three-quarter time. With all eyes on the record, they couldn't quite match Sunday's big finish, but were quite magnificent. Ablett's in great touch and revived memories of the '89 grand final with this one.
Oh, brilliant stuff from Ablett.
The Cats have topped 200 points 2 weeks in a row to be the form team at the moment. Drew Morfitt, 7
Ablett was back to something like his form in the '89 grand final.
Oh, brilliant stuff from Ablett.
The winning
set 1 goal the difference. The Cats are 3-2 to 2-2.
Rucks go at it. One down by Handley. Couch inside the attacking 50. Brownless backed himself against the ball. Clever disposal to Bairstow, and Bairstow kicks a goal. Bairstow's first, and the Cats get the quick reply again. 4-2 to 2-2. Shades of Carrara there, getting it out of the centre, going straight down the middle and kicking a goal.
Yes, well, Mark Bairstow's been well held early in the game by Squirt. This is his first kick coming up. Intelligent handball from Billy Brownless, and he plays best at full forward. That's where he started the game. He was at centre-half back and all over the place last week. And Geelong is starting to look quite dangerous.
So 2 to Ablett, 1 to Bairstow now, and 1 to Barry Stoneham, the goal kickers for Geelong. And for the Crows, Klug and Matthew Liptak. 26 plays 14, under 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Bairstow this time can't get clear. Liptak tries to farm out the hand pass, not really successful. Poole from right centre wing. Tried for Couch, you might find him. Plenty of support down there. That was scooped up to Forsman. Forsman inside 50, looks for the pass. Thumped away by Wiedemann. McDermott. Well, Bickley called for it. It wasn't the greatest of hand passes. Forsman taps the ball into open spaces. Can he goal from there? Left foot snap is close. Is there. Well, it's all turning to goal for the Cats at the moment. 5-2 to 2-2 at Kardinia Park.
Yes, an excellent solo effort from Darren Forsman. He has got very good hands. And here we see tap the ball clear of the Crows' pressure. And with plenty of time, snaps one round on his natural left foot.
Darren Forsman, one of the surprises, selected for Victoria for the State of Origin game upcoming. That's why. 1 goal with the great left foot snap. McGrath went through without the ball. Let's take it away for the Crows by Liptak. But as far as they're going, though, is Hinkley. Kicks up towards the centre wing position. Clean bowls just about everybody. Hart should pick the ball up and does. Gets it back to McGuinness, who's their best player so far. McGuinness's left footer out towards centre wing. Good mark to Poole.
McDermott's been shifted down onto Gary Ablett.
Kelly missed it. Taken away by Buse. About 60 metres out from goal. Brown's in front, uncontested. Paul Brown, only about 15 metres out, almost directly in front. Kicks truly. And Geelong kicked well clear, 6-2 to 2-2. Well, they had some commemorative posters made up for last week's record score at Carrara. If they better it, then those posters will be worthless. The way they're going, they'll give it a chance. They'll be a collector's item then.
Yes, well, Geelong's best score in the first quarter this year is 7 goals 5. And in the way they're going to surely threaten that. They're getting goals at will at the moment. It was a little bit poor, the defence there from Wiedemann on Brown. He was left standing still. Wiedemann took the easiest of marks.
So the margin is 24 points. And they're looking very dangerous, particularly out of the centre, Geelong. Doing much as they like. Micken and Handley. Handley's been a pleasant surprise for the Cats. Micken won it down and again gets it across to Klug, who kicks it inside the attacking 50. Hinkley goes back uncontested virtually, takes the mark, wants to play on. 2 runners to the grandstand wing. One of them is Views. He's got it now. Riccardi alongside him. He boots through centre. McGrath's in front. Handley runs on down the ground inside. He ignores that. So McGrath in the shadows of the grandstand. Kicking towards centre half forward. Ablett from behind. Couldn't put his arms up. It falls to Stoneham on the 50. Back towards full forward. Back goes Brownless. Always his. Smart was never in that contest. It started to float on him. When he had that sinking feeling, Billy had to sit. Could have let it go. Decided to mark about 2 metres out. Goal number 7 for the Cats.
Brownless gets his first. It's one-way traffic at the moment. Micken wins the tap down. Riccardi and Hart. McGrath out wide to centre wing. Crows had the numbers out there. Hart trying to paddle the ball further forward. And the ball taken over the boundary line. Right in the centre wing position.
Just an observation on the starting 4 the Crows had in them. They had Micken, they had McDermott, they had McGuinness and Schwert. Schwert started, he's tagging Bairstow. He started on the Adelaide goal side of Bairstow, which is very strange for a tagger.
Oh, solid knock. Speaking of Bairstow, went straight through there. And things becoming a trifle willy. Well, that's what you'd expect, Peter. You'd expect the Crows to come out and start using a bit of muscle. Let the Cats know that they mean business. So a bounce by umpire Sheehan, close to the boundary line on the centre wing position, knocked down by Handley and taken over the boundary line by Forsman, who kicked a beautiful left foot snap earlier in the quarter. And Geelong's tally so far of 7-2. They lead by 5 goals under 6 minutes left in the term. Handley and Micken do battle again. McGrath had a few less than memorable games at fullback earlier in the year. Forsman, 55 metres out, spears a beautiful pass into Brownless, and this could be their 8th and Brownless is 2nd. He won't have trouble with the distance. Well, no foul of Nigel Smart's on this occasion. You can't beat an opponent when he gets the ball delivered like that. An excellent kick from Forsman, who's playing himself into his first state jumper possibly. Brownless from 40 metres out, 3.5 metres between each post. That's a goal. So Brownless gets his 2nd and the Cats 8th. They notch up 50 points already. 8-2 to 2-2 at Kardinia Park. Yes, well, this is becoming a bit of a hiding. They really must find something now, the Crows. Forsman's lovely left foot kick to Billy Brownless, and I'm sure he is grateful for his move back to his right position at full forward. So Ablett 2 and Brownless 2. Singles to Stoneham, Forsman, Brown and Bairstow for Geelong. Klug and Liptak, the goal kickers for the Crows. We come back to the centre. Micken and Handley. This time it's Handley. And once more Geelong out of the centre. Forsman went through solidly. Didn't get use of the ball. Back to centre wing. Ingerson. Well tackled by McGrath. Ball sprawls free. Hockey tries to get a hand pass. Effective in the end to McGrath. McGrath up towards left half forward. At the moment, that's about as far as they're going. And the mark is taken by Bickley. Maynard. Kelly. Quick hand pass again. Back to Bickley. Onto Maynard. Maynard kicks to half forward. Position they've been really so far in this match. And Rogers. Much better from Rogers. Coming out, taking the ball in the hands. Darcy, cornered. Liptak, too far out to score. Tried to find Klug, but Geelong, numbers aplenty. Jarman, good tackle on Hinkley. Ball touched off the boot. Jamison. Forsman let it go for Rogers. Miles backs into the pack. Ball shot out. See, that was almost a throw. Did the umpire ping that? He did. Liptak not having much luck. He's one of their goal kickers so far. Hocking
Goes out to Handley.
Handley up from the back pocket towards the wing. Riccardi by himself decides to run, intent on drawing a man. Not a good work though there, and getting the ball over the top trying to work it, but Ablett's going to get a free kick.
Pretty soft free kick there. Ablett backed into the pack, but there was no way that was infringed from the Crows.
Riccardi should have punched that last ball. Still Ablett got the free. Mighty spiral punt down towards the pocket. Brownless wrestled across the boundary line by Maynard.
Well, Geelong have got loose players all over the ground. And I look across the field, the Crows are just walking and pick their men up. It's not good signs here for Adelaide.
8-2 plays 2-2. Boundary throw in. No, it's going to be a bounce. Whistle blown before the ball crossed the boundary line. Held to Brownless at the umpire. Views. Crashing his way through Poole. His snap misses to the close side. Minor score then. The margin 37 points. Time remaining. Trevor Poole has been busy. 7 possessions so far in this opening term. The Cats really dominating possession. Lee, where will he go? Some indecision. Kicks the distance towards the outer side. Mickens in front. Smart from the side. Forsman has been lively. Scott going nowhere, confronted by Micken, and from behind Hart had him. So we'll have a bounce on the outer side. Right half forward flank position. Good crowd watching this game, considering Adelaide, of course, wouldn't attract too many today. This crowd celebrating Geelong's great recent form. Views. Still got the hand pass away. This is Scott. Pulls it back for Brownless. Up he goes. Couldn't hang on. Ablett kicking at his third. That's close. Oh, it's a great goal.
3 to Ablett.
9-3 to 2-2.
Yes, and Ben Hart just hanging his head. He had the job on Ablett on that occasion. And he'd be thinking, what do I have to do? Have a look at the skills on this man. Reads it magnificently and just pops around a lazy 50-metre one on the left foot. He does that with the barest amount of training.
Under 3 minutes left of the first quarter. Can Geelong make it 10 for the term? We seem to be speaking of records continually for the Cats. Last week at Carrara, and this is their highest first quarter score this year. Liptak up to Rogers. Klug. It was Darcy with that kick. Rogers is down there, and a little bit of attention.
Well, it was a well-weighted kick from Klug there. He had time to look up and saw Jamieson at the back of the contest. So he popped the ball over the top.
Jamieson, arguably the best kick in the side, won't have trouble with distance. And he's about 30 metres out directly in front, so to say it's a handy goal, if in fact he kicks it, would be the understatement of the day so far. Drifting off, have to wait on the goal umpire, he's got the goal. So Jamieson gets his first and the Crows third. Just on 6 goals the difference. 9-3 to 3-2.
That was a better performance from the Crows. They won the ball well out of the centre there. Micken has got an advantage over Handley. He is winning the tap, so they should have first use of the ball. Hasn't worked out that way so far. Once again, Klug being the man to set up the Crows' goal.
Of course, Klug kicked a beautiful goal himself earlier in the quarter with that spiral punt kick from outside 50. They need more of him, don't they? So back into the centre, 37 points the difference. We have a minute and a half left in the first quarter. It's a superb term from the Cats so far. Handley and Micken do battle. Liptak and McGrath collide. Riccardi, his 7th possession, out to Scott. Scott leaves them in his wake. Still he goes, almost within kicking distance. He'll be looking for Brownless. He fell over, and Ablett's got it. Well, if you don't get him on the merry-go-round, you'll pick him up on the carousel.
I think this one came on Brownless's hand. Yes, I think there was a bit of a touch there, but a great show of pace from Robert Scott. He took on Bickley, looked at him with almost contempt and said, catch me if you can, and he sprinted away, and that man Ablett, I wonder if they can send a message to the USA to see if Michael Jordan can come and pick this man up.
I wonder if Ablett will make it 4 for the quarter and 10 for the term for Geelong. That's his 4th goal for the quarter. Geelong's 10 for the term. and no sign of any let-up here this afternoon against this relentless Geelong combination. Klug punches out, ill-directed because it comes back ultimately to Couch. The Brownlow medalist onto McGrath. And he's a much improved player from the last time I saw him. Couch again. Weighted numbers, but not this time. Bickley. It's Maynard from Tregenza. And Jamison has to go the punch to try to get it away from Rogers. He was caught well out of position. Not too happy about it. And the ball through for only one behind to the Adelaide Crows.
Better play from the Crows there. The first time we've seen today they're hunting in numbers, and they forced that mistake from Couch and have a ball in their forward line.
13-8 to 4 it is. Mansfield and Maynard, the two M's, and it's Maynard to come down with the mark. Too far out to score, knows that, goes for the hand pass. McDermott, a long bomb. Goal umpire hasn't moved, and that's a goal. So Chris McDermott getting his first for the afternoon, and Adelaide get their fifth. 13-8 to 5-4.
Better play from the Crows. You see Maynard, who's changed places with Ingerson. Ingerson now down on to Barry Stoneham. Takes a good mark and whips it out to McDermott, who kicks a long goal with the wind. His first for the afternoon, and he's having a good day.
Thirteen possessions for Chris McDermott. Here's Schwartz up from half back in desperate trouble. Advantage is going to be paid. Now it'll come back and be Schwartz's free kick. Inside the centre square, he boots it towards half forward. Ross coming up to meet the ball. Mansfield had the speed. Awkward bounce for the pair of them. It finishes up with Jarman. Hurried kick. Rogers takes this defensive mark. From the South Australian. Came across and played initially with Essendon. Forsman's kick, not a particularly good one towards the outer side. Bickley away to Tregenza. Tregenza just outside the 50. Long kick. Back goes Hughes and claims the mark right on the line. Wants to go. Did play on. Now goes to Rogers. He's in the right back pocket. Comes Members side with a kick. Cool, an awkward half volley. It ricochets across to Jarman. He pulls it back. Great vision. Finds Klug on the 50. A runner inside McDermott from 45 metres. Can he kick another one? No, he's missed to the left-hand side. A minor score. Adelaide are 5-5 and Geelong are 13-8.
Better signs here from the Crows. They're attacking the ball. They're working as a team. Just got to get a couple more conversions on the board.
Forsman takes the kick in. McDermott's tally now 1 goal, 1. All kicked in this quarter in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Marking contest on centre wing. Good pack of players there. Who can take the mark. Mansfield's hand pass. Long now towards centre wing. Ablett applies a tackle on his opponent down there in half. Stoneham. Centering kick. Long forward line been very open all day. Bickley. Now to the running Scott Lee. Gets away from Paul Brown. Wobbly kick up towards centre field. Forsman up on hand. McGuinness on Hocking. McGuinness wins out. Tries for Jarman. Too far for him. And the ball over the boundary line in front of Jamison and Andrew Rogers for a throw-in just inside the 50-metre line. Stats perhaps tell us a story, don't they? Ross behind Handley. Hughes looks for Riccardi. Jarman. McGrath has the front running. Good shepherd by Rogers. He's gained about 15 to 20 metres.
Just got hurt there.
3 kicks in the second quarter, 6-0. Again, there's not so many free kicks as where you get boundary throw in. Hand Klug up high. Hasn't got the height. Free kick, says the umpire.
I think Andrew Rogers is much the worse for wear just out of the picture there. He went to shepherd, you called it, Pete, but the Adelaide player put up his knee. And Rogers copped it right in the ribs.
That didn't do him much good. Here it is again. Well, it's a Crows free kick to Ross. He's been on the ground that long. Doesn't have any trouble, Jonathan Ross, from 35 metres out. The angle won't be a problem either. He's got the goal. And Jonathan Ross getting the goal for the Crows. Rogers looks anything but well. 13-8 to 6-5.
Yes, well, that's his first goal for the season. Jonathan Ross came on to replace Wiedemann after Wiedemann's indiscretion and kicked the ball well from 35 metres.
$45 points the difference. Crows showing a bit of grit. Liptak gets it away. Here's Schwert running down towards half forward. Very high kick. Jamison from behind. Oh, and he was niggled on the ground there, the blind side of the umpire. Now, it's to be hoped the Crows don't lose that ball. But certainly, if we watch that again, I think it was Hinkley who slipped one or two in on the ground, or certainly went for an uncomfortable grip on Jamison. Watch them when they come down. Jamison's got the ball. Hinkley goes in. Watch his left hand.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a love tap there from Kenny Hinkley, but Jamison took exception, and I guess that's justified.
It was made famous by another current league coach, that tackle, wasn't it, Gerard?
Yes, it's a Tom Hafey one.
So Jamison directly in front. Puts it through. Good mark, good kick. 7-5 plays 13-8.
Well, they're hanging in, aren't they? But that first quarter burst of 10-3 to 3-2 might be the difference between the two sides.
Well, there it was again, the little kidney punch.
Actually, Tommy Hafey wasn't the man I had in mind.
I was trying to be nice.
Viewers can work out who was speaking about. Sort of things that go on the blind side of the umpire.
Everybody's under suspicion now as a result of that.
It's all good fun, Dennis. Back into the centre. Just coming back a little bit in this term. And it's going to be a free kick from the centre square. Going Geelong by Handley, who's done well today. Kicks to half forward, and Forsman. Riccardi on the run inside 50 will have a shot at goal. They haven't missed too many today, and he hasn't missed that one. So again, Geelong getting the quick reply through Peter Riccardi. That's his first goal of the day. The Cats 14-8, 92 to 7-5, 47.
Yes, well, Riccardi and Fregenza have had a pretty good battle out on the wing. Had fair share of the ball, both players. Riccardi's kicked 5 goals now for the season, and he's another one of the left footers from Geelong.
Eight Geelong players have now kicked goals out of their tally of 14. Gary Ablett, the leading contributor, with 4. And there he is getting another kick, although he hasn't kicked a goal in this term so far. The strong mark for Stoneham in front of Ingerson. Barry Stoneham kicked the first goal of the match.
Now this is another area where Stoneham can improve a little bit.
He would have got a free kick anyway, wouldn't he?
Yes, no question of that. Set shots at goal. He missed a couple last year in the final series that were fairly important. He's so talented, these should be a soda.
From 49 metres, Barry Stoneham has got the goal, his second. So the Cats just stepping on the accelerator when required. Stoneham gets his second. He's got one in each quarter now. 15-8, 98 to 7-5, 47.
And on replay, we see both players running with the flight of the ball. Ingerson jumps early, but Stoneham is the one with better judgment. And I get the feeling that Geelong's grand final aspirations hinge around that player.
Eight kicks for 2 goals for Barry Stoneham as Bairstow boots the Cats out of the middle. So suddenly that goal from Jamison has heralded a real spark from the Cats. Here's Poole, and he misses. He got the ball from Brown. He should have done better.
2 behind. Trevor Poole has kicked.
Under 6 minutes till half-time, and Geelong in control, 15-9 to 7-5. Here's Lee. Just towards the outer side. Wren is the target out there. In from the side, Hart did well. It's going to be a Geelong free kick. Riccardi will get it.
As Wren just nudged Riccardi out with his hands as he put the hands up in the air for a mark.
So Riccardi, left half forward, goes for distance towards the kick-off line. Ablett missed his step on his approach there on his flank path. It's taken by Bairstow, and Bairstow gets the goal in any case.
Spills free. Wren again. McDermott comes up with the ball, gives it to Klug. He goes for the hand pass. McGuinness's left foot is usually reliable. He shoots at goal and gets it.
Poole. Scott in trouble. Back to Poole. Running down towards half forward. Probing kick. Brownless is up. Could have almost got a free kick for a push in the back. It falls to Ablett. It's another goal.
Number 5.
It's a bit much, 2 in 2 weeks. Meantime, the ball is worked away from half back by the Cats. Brown having a run on the ball at the moment. Gets it out to Riccardi. 4 Geelong players on this wing and 1 Crow. This is embarrassing stuff as Poole gets it across to Brown. 45 metres out Brown. It's a goal.
It's a third. As you always do when you're in front. Ablett. Oh, he nearly grabbed that one. Scott gives him backup support. Paddles it out in front of Bairstow, who couldn't handle it. Ablett still going there. Shepherd's well for Bairstow, who snaps and gets it. Short of half forward. Long down to Brownless and Ablett territory again. Maynard got the front position this time. Hughes with a snapshot. Brings it back for 4 points. McGuinness takes the rebound. Kicks out to Liptak. Didn't leave the boot too well, that kick. The end result's okay. Jamison, long hand pass. McGuinness should kick this. Only 15 metres out, and he has done.
And you consider Darcy's playing on a half-forward flank. Really does point to the fact that the Crows are undersized.
Not Brownless' best kick for the afternoon. Brown. Bairstow will go. Give it a decent old roost. Wren in front. That's a good mark. He chipped it out wide. That's a real hospital job to Maynard. Over the top Stoneham. That was a shocking kick. And I don't think you would need to be told that. Stoneham kicks it goal and gets it. His third. Wren and Stoneham. Stoneham copping a heavy knock earlier. He seems to have recovered well. Ablett over the top. Can he kick a goal? Oh, brilliant stuff from Ablett.
Very high kick towards half forward. Mentz gets a fist on it. Directed the punch away down towards Hinkley. Mansfield in trouble. McGuinness. Clever kick to Klug, who drops the mark. Liptak is on for the handball. Metres in the clear, Liptak. 35 metres out in closing, and he kicks the goal.
Miles to the edge of the square. Scott, a great mark in the third quarter, gets clear of Lee, spears the pass into Brownless. He couldn't control his run. Oh, confidence plus from Billy. Spins around, shoots from 50, and Billy has put it through.
Well, the Cats won it by a whopping 123 points, but they fell 30 short of creating a new record, the record which they set only 6 days ago. Today they could manage only 7 goals in the last quarter. Last week they kicked 14. The major goal kickers, Brownless got 7, Ablett 6, Bairstow 5, Stoneham 4, Brown 3, and for the Crows, Liptak, their leading goal scorer, with 3. In other games...